what's shaking, lads and ladies, boys and girls? Brad the Guitarologist here. So if you look around YouTube, especially in the guitar community, you're going to find several different types and subgenres of guitar channel. You have those that are focused on playing and techniques, players from the past, the history of the instrument, building the instrument, repairing the instrument. But by far the most lucrative of all of the different subgenres of guitar channels has got to be those that do gear demos and reviews. So I've gotten probably hundreds of offers to do different reviews of one type or another. And for the most part, over the years, I've refused. But the other day, my friend Sean over at Scar My Guitar, he reached out to me. He said, hey, man, he's like, you know, I've been in contact with this company, Temu. Have you ever heard of Temu? And I'm like, nah, I've never heard of Temu. What is it? And he's like, well, it's this app that you can download, and you know, it's kind of like some of the other Chinese websites that do budget stuff, and you can find stuff on there. He's like, man, he's telling me all the stuff he found on Temu and stuff he's bought there, you know, really cheap. And he's like, so I got this lady, you know, she wants to do more videos with more creators, and asked me if I knew anybody. So I was going to give her your name. Is that all right? And I was like, well, you know, at first I told him no, because I was like, I've never heard of it. I don't know, man. It's not really what I do. It's not what I want to do. Right after I hung up the phone with him, I went on Temu and I looked around on their website, and I just scrolled down, you know, page after page of guitar related and music related, audio related gear, and everything from cables to you name it, man. They've got just about all of that stuff on there. And, you know, there was so much stuff that I said to myself, you know what, I could probably find a use for a lot of this stuff. And I do have some needs right now. You know, I've been recording a lot of drums, and so I've been needing a mixer and some drum mics and things like that. So I told him, I was like, yeah, give her my information. So what I've decided to do is check out a few things from Temu. They've agreed. They're actually sponsoring this video. They're paying me for these reviews. So, you know, on the one hand, I'm getting paid. On the other hand, also, I'm getting some gear that I can put towards the channel that will help me in future videos and hopefully make those videos of a higher quality. So here are some of the things that I ended up getting from Temu. And we'll take a look at these a little bit more in depth. But if you guys want to check out Temu yourselves, definitely go and download the Temu app. And like I said, man, you'll see what I mean. Just scroll down through the app and you're going to find hundreds of examples of things you're probably going to be able to put to good use. You know, they've also got free shipping and free returns on all their stuff. And they have got this like if something arrives late, even they give you like some money back, and they give you this price protection policy where if you order something and then the price drops within 30 days, they'll actually give you a partial refund on the thing that you ordered. So I'm going to put the link to the app down in the description. It'll be right at the top of the description there if you want to check that out. Also, there's a search code. If you use the code, you'll get a $100 coupon bundle, DKK 6859. So definitely use that code. But we're going to look at some of the things that I've gotten here. One of the things I did not have was a set of bamboo sticks. They're kind of bundled sticks rather than solid sticks, and they kind of give you a little bit lighter of a touch. So for some, you know, for some things, demos, I might want to use those. I also went ahead and got a pack of these cables. I took one out of the package to see how long it is. This one, I think it's going to be plenty long for my purposes. Looks like it's about 3 feet. The ends on these look great, actually. I see no fault whatsoever with these and the way they're put together. But you can get like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of these little XLR cables. It was under, I think it was under 20 bucks. I can't remember what it was. They gave me a budget to spend. I think it was like $200 or $220 or something like that. And I scrolled down and scrolled down. I was like, man, I want so much of this stuff. I had to really whittle it down to the bare essentials of the stuff that I need. And then at the end, I had a couple dollars left over. And this was under $2. This little, I mean, this clip-on tuner right here, I'm curious if it even works decently, because it was literally like $1.70 for a clip-on tuner, which is, if it works at all for any length of time, you know, it'll be worth it. Trying to power it on here, it's not powering on. I wonder if I have to buy the battery separately. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we couldn't be so lucky to get a battery with it. Oh, no, it does have a battery. Holy crap. Look, there's the battery right there. It was in the clip. So they even give you a battery for $1.70 something, I think it was. I haven't tuned this guitar in months, and that E was dead on. That shows you the quality of this guitar, too. That E's pretty much dead on. Yeah, dude. Clip-on tuner for, like I said, $1.70-something. Why not? I've already showed you the sticks. I've showed you these cables. The reason I got the cables, okay? I bought a microphone pack. This is for miking up drums. And, I mean, I had to look at this twice because I was like, surely that can't be right that they're selling it at that price. It was $74 for this. Whoops. I wonder if this model is AI or if they actually paid this person. You know what I mean? It's like, because now, like, a lot of the modeling jobs are being taken over by AI. They'll just create some AI chick to put on all their product packaging and stuff. I have to wonder whether that's a real person even. The only way you would know anymore is by looking at their hands, because they like have 6 or 7 fingers a lot of the times. At least at the moment. That'll be fixed eventually. But all right, there's 7 microphones in here. There's for toms. There's your clips. Here's a couple of the clips. Here's a couple more of the clips for toms. We're going to set these up on the toms as well and do some demoing of this. So we'll go ahead and get everything out here. And these have a lot of weight to them, man. So it's kind of, I wonder if they've lead weighted these. It really makes me wonder because, a lot of times companies will do things like that. They'll kind of lead weight something to make it seem higher quality than it actually is. Maybe that's the case here. If I can get one of these apart without destroying it, I'll try. I really don't want to destroy it because I want to see what it sounds like and try to use it. But anyway, you get this one. I think that's the bass mic. Then we've got several tom mics here. We'll check all these out. You see the difference in size here. That one's for toms, I'm guessing, and that's bass, I guess. Okay, so you get 4 of these that are the same size for toms. And then you've even got overheads. You've even got a stereo pair for overheads. Little condensers. Depusheng is the name of this company. Depusheng. D-E-P-U-S-H-E-N-G. Depusheng. Never heard of it before in my life. And actually, I was looking at it. I was like, how do you pronounce that? And I was like, you could almost pronounce it backwards as easily as you can pronounce it for Gnesuped. Depusheng Gnesuped. It's about the same, really. Couple more clips in here. These are more traditional clips for the overheads. There's 1 and 2. Good that they provide those. But yeah, man, $75. I'm really, really, really psyched to check this out because, I've needed a mic set for drums really for a while, and I've been going with like a 2 mic setup, kind of a Glenn Johns thing with the 1 mic, for all the stuff. And then I've got, 1 kind of set back or like in an overhead position for like a minimalistic approach. And that's fine. That's fine. I've been getting decent tones that way and it's passable, but I would really, really like to, dial in a little bit better tom sounds and get everything a little bit more balanced than I have been able to get it in the past. So this should be cool. The other thing that I needed, since I got the mics, was a mixer. So again, this is a Depusheng or a Gnesuped. They had several different ones on the website, all the way up to I think 16 channel. But yeah, like I said, they gave me like a $200 budget, so I got all this stuff for under the $200 budget that they supplied. First out of the box, of course, we've got a manual. Who needs a manual when you're a man? Manuals are for wussies, really. So this has got plenty of channels for my purposes. It's got 8 channels with faders. We've got mutes on each of the channels, pan on all the channels. Even some of the brands that we used to respect quite a lot, like Mackie and so forth. Their quality really went downhill over the years. And if you really want, a top tier mixer, it costs, they'll cost you One thing I'll say for this, this is definitely one of those where, you know, the board has everything soldered onto it, and all of the controls, you know, are a little bit slightly wiggly, and you know, same with the faders. The faders are a little bit wiggly. See how much that wiggles there on that fader. So not the highest quality, but we'll see how it sounds and how it holds. You know, maybe it'll hold up over time. That'd be cool if it holds up. We've got XLR outs, or we've got well, balanced and unbalanced outs, I should say. I've got a headphone here. We got effects send and return. We've got an auxiliary tape in. This will actually hook up to a USB. You can put a stick or go to another device and Bluetooth or you can Bluetooth this as well. This says USB interface, but I'm not sure if this will allow you to record from this or not. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to look at the manual. Manuals are for wussies. 7-band overall EQ. We've got 3-band EQ for the channels, of course, the gain, and then you've got the auxiliaries for the effects, send and return, and also the built-in effects. And there's like 256, it says bits effects. I don't know. I think that means there's 256 different presets. Let me find a place to hook this mixer up to get it plugged in and everything, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right, so these are the back of the boards. You're not going to be able to see very much. This is the power supply stuff up here. It's got its own little discrete power supply board. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 different boards connected with ribbons. I mean, this is pretty typical of what you would see. I was hoping we'd see a little bit more of maybe components on the bottom, but we're not going to be able to see that. I'm not going to take the entire thing apart. But anyway, there's what we're looking at on the bottom of the unit on the inside. One thing I could see you're kind of missing is a stand for the bass microphone. So if you don't already have a stand, and also for the overheads, you need stands for the overheads. They do give you the clips for the toms, and hopefully these fit on, because I really don't want to have to go buy any more stands. And I'll be honest, I'm not even sure how the hell these are supposed to go on here. Maybe I should read the instructions on that. Manuals are for wussies. I'm going to look around and see if I can find anybody that demonstrates how to do this, and I'll come back to this. Okay, so I found a clip online, or not a clip, but I found a picture online on how these clips are supposed to go. The part with the double brace in the clip right here is supposed to go on the top of the rim. So it kind of goes like, well, kind of goes like so. And then this bottom, you're supposed to pull outward, and then it should snap around the bottom of the rim like that. You just gotta kind of go for it, more or less. You know, I didn't know if it was going to break that or not. The plastic is fairly flexible. I just don't know how long I would trust one of those not to break. You know what I mean? If you were going on tour with this mic set, I would probably want to invest in some different clips for sure. I mean, if you're going on tour, I mean, you probably want some different microphones anyway, but I just don't know if I would recommend this particular set of clips if you're doing a lot of tear down and build up of the drums. But the idea here is to get the mic kind of back, but point it at the middle of the drum, more or less. Some people will point it at the edge of the drum. I like to point microphones when I mic drums to the sort of toward the middle of the drum. Those worked out pretty good, actually. I've got little complaints about that. They look like they're pretty stable on the drums. And yeah, man, other than my question as to whether or not it's going to hold up over time, I mean, because I think it's going to end up probably breaking if you try to take them on and off too much. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty good little set so far. Okay, so the heads of these microphones screw off pretty easily, so you can see what the capsules look like. And I'll be honest, man, these look really good for this price especially. So there's the foam off of there, and I mean, You know, that's very similar in size and weight and everything, and to like Shure SM57 type mics. Now this is the bass drum mic. So here's all of your specs for that microphone. Frequency response 20 hertz to 16,000. Actually, I mean, that goes way on up there. I mean, you could probably even use that just for like vocals or something if you wanted. But see, these others go from 40 to 18,000. 40 to 15,000 on the condensers. Wait a minute, this is dynamic. There's the condenser. It's 40 to 20,000. Okay, so there's a nominal impedance and everything for that. Okay. So it's designed for high pressure levels, sound pressure levels. Hopefully that is the case and they won't tend to clip on us. I mean, it does have some helpful information here. It would have been nice to, you know, have shown you a couple pictures of how to clip these on and stuff. There's just, you know. But also, like I said, beware that you're going to have to get a stand for your bass drum if you don't already have one of those. And you'll need a couple of stands for the overhead microphones too, because it doesn't come with those. Okay, I'm going to turn off the overheads so you can hear what just without the overheads. I'm going to go through the drums one at a time, so if you want to do a sample library from this, you can. Let's try these bamboo sticks that they sent. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video on this Temu stuff, this Depusheng professional microphone set for drums, and also this mixer. You know, after playing with this stuff for a while, I played back some of the recordings, closed my eyes, and honestly I couldn't tell you whether or not it was Shure microphones or Depusheng microphones for $75 for the full set. I mean, come on. The mixer, I actually like this mixer a lot now. I'm not going to be tweaking on it a whole lot. It's not going on the road, so I'm not really that worried about it breaking or anything. The components are pretty plasticky and pretty flimsy, but man, honestly, that's most stuff that you're going to buy now, man. Even the name brand stuff like Mackey's and stuff, they're very similar. Behringers are pretty similar in build quality to this. So I mean, I do recommend this if you want to get into a very cheap set, under 200 bucks for the whole thing, for a mixer if you need it. But definitely these microphones if you're looking for a good microphone set. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, hit subscribe down below for more stuff like this in the future. And for now, we'll see y'all later.